KCBS KCAL News, Los Angeles.
Now at 11 a.m., we are waiting for a news conference to start where attorneys will announce the details of a $50 million lawsuit against the federal government in relation to an immigration operation at a car wash in Van Nuys. You can see the live picture here. It has not started just yet. The 79-year-old owner of that car wash says he was slammed to the ground and pinned down, and we will, of course, carry that live press conference when it begins. But welcome to KCAL News at 11 o'clock on CBS Los Angeles and streaming on CBS News Los Angeles. I'm Kalina Estrinos. We also begin with the findings now of LA County's response to the January wildfires, an after-action report that will be released today. Our assignment manager Mark Liu is at the desk with more on that report, which is critical to the county's response. Mark?
Yeah, Kalina, this is a huge report. It's more than 100 pages long, actually 133 pages. It was ordered by the LA County Board of Supervisors back in January to examine the response by firefighters to the Eden and Palisades fires, specifically looking at evacuation orders and fire notification systems to the public. Now, let me show you some video. It's of the firefighting operations, the nighttime operations, back in January for the Eden and Palisades fires. Now, after the fires were extinguished, LA County hired a consulting firm called the McChrystal Group, which happens to be led by retired four-star Army General Stanley McChrystal. He's the former head of the U.S. military's Joint Special Operations Command. Now, this consulting group he now runs was hired to examine and analyze the responses to the Eden and Palisades fires. Specifically, were the evacuations orders effective, and did the fire alert notification systems work well? Today at 2 p.m., there's going to be a news conference previewing that report, but here at the desk, we have that report already. I want to show you a portion of it on my screen. You can see this is the after-action report review of the alert notification systems and evacuations during the Eden and Palisades fires. I want to zoom in to page 5 here of the executive summary. One specific paragraph here. This review identified no single point of failure related to how the alerts, warnings, and notifications and evacuations were conducted. Instead, a series of weaknesses, including outdated policies, inconsistent practices, communication vulnerabilities, impacted the system's effectiveness. Now, on the next page as well, there's an important paragraph here regarding members of the public. It says, meanwhile, despite strong grassroots efforts, residents expressed confusion and frustration over the inconsistent messaging and a lack of clear, accessible updates. Future preparedness efforts will require a more integrated approach to public information in collaboration with interagency community partners to enhance clarity. Now, coming back out live here, there's a lot to go over in this report, and in this news conference at 2 o'clock, they very likely are going to discuss some of the major findings. Now, the Eden and Palisades fires, they claimed 31 lives and destroyed more than 16,000 properties. Next week, the LA County Board of Supervisors is going to be examining this entire report in their regularly scheduled meeting and review and discuss its findings to make the response to major wildfires better. That is the very latest from the desk. Kalina, I'll send it back to you.
All right, Mark, thank you. 2 Metro drivers suspended without pay after speaking out against ICE raids on board city buses are now petitioning for back pay.
Hey, Metro, we're here to say no discipline for back pay.
The Metro Board of Directors initially fired 2 bus drivers after the drivers told a local news publication that they would not allow masked ICE officers on board their bus. After appealing the case with Metro, the 2 were reinstated and given a 60-day unpaid suspension.
Nothing actually happened. All that happened is that these brave operators stood up for the riders, the Metro riders, by saying that they would protect them if something did happen, because Metro doesn't have a strong policy on what operators should do in that case.
Labor leaders and activists are asking Metro to lift the suspension with back pay and wipe this from the driver's disciplinary record. Also, a city council committee is expected to finalize a plan to increase the amount of beds available for the homeless. Under the settlement of a federal lawsuit, the city is required to have nearly 13,000 beds available for homeless. According to a report in June, the city was more than 2,000 beds short of meeting that requirement. If the committee approves the plan today, it would then go to the full council for a vote. All right, we want to go back to that press conference right now where attorneys will announce the details of a $50 million lawsuit. Let's listen in.
And the honor of representing Rafi Shuhead, who, as we know, was injured on September 9th. We are also here with his wife, Mrs. Shuhead, and as well as his daughter, Rebecca, and Brenda, a paralegal with her office, who's also supporting us here. You know, Rafi is a longtime member of this community. He owns the Valley Car Wash in Van Nuys and contributes to the community. He employs people. And when you go to the car wash, you immediately get the sense that this is just not a car wash. This is a community. The people there who work there are like family. His customers are like family. It's been there in the community. They serve food, they repair cars, and it's a place that makes Los Angeles the vibrant place it is, where people go to get their car wash, have a coffee, sit and talk. All of that was disrupted on September 9th, 2025. Rafi went to work that day. He's 79. Some say he's 80, but he's going to be 80 in January of 2026.
Yes.
And but he went to work. And when he went to work that day, he was hoping that it was going to be a normal day of having a productive day with his staff and with the community. But he observes that there are masked men, and they have guns. Now, Rafi knows that what's going on here with them attacking car washes. So he also knows that many of the people that he employs have papers. They keep the papers in their lockers to show that they are here legally. So when he saw this, he got up out of his office, and you can see in the video where initially he comes running down the hallway, and you see a security officer. I mean, and he's not a security officer. He is an ICE agent, a federal agent that we pay for with our tax dollars. That when he met Rafi in the hallway, instead of stepping around,